Athenia Mason Supply is New Jersey's #1 source for masonry supplies. We're the wholesale one-stop location with a comprehensive selection of cultured stones, bricks, blocks, concrete, cement, sand, and the accessories that make it all come together. Whether you're a masonry contractor or doing the work yourself, skip the big box stores and go right to the specialist at Athenia Mason Supply. We have everything you need to enhance the appearance of your home while providing lasting beauty and value. Stone or concrete pavers can define an exterior space while offering an old-world elegance. A fireplace or brick barbecue can be the central focus of a living room or outdoor living space. Inside or out, nothing adds timeless beauty to a home than the look of cultured stone or brick veneer. Athenia Mason Supply is where your improvement plans should start. Visit our website for ideas or just stop by. Deliveries are available to all of New York and New Jersey, including the islands.
Mike, here we are. Yeah, look, no papers in front of us this week.
No papers. We're coming to the end.
We got the schedule for next week is easy to remember.
Very easy.
One game.
9 o'clock.
And
hopefully everybody comes out.
Yeah,
you know?
Without root. Hopefully we get some participants in punt, pass, and kick.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. O'Connell might win by default, but we can't do that. We got to have at least 4 players.
Yeah, hey, I'll go out
and
there.
JT's gonna forget it. O'Connell was not still. But anyway, listen, an exciting weekend last weekend.
Yeah.
We had 2 championship games and 2 really close, outstanding semifinal Flag 8 games, which we're going to get into a little bit. What's a Flag 8 game without any controversy, right?
Yeah.
It just happens. But let's start with the touch chip game, and Militia put up a hell of a fight.
They did
very well.
They did. Slugs, though, once again.
You know,
the old young timers.
We can't call him old anymore.
Yeah, we can.
Did you see Luigi in a pregame interview?
Yeah, but he's still old.
Yeah, but he looks 25 years younger. He's talking about my hair. Look at his hair.
Hey.
You know,
I don't talk about
it. It down. Not much.
He is. He's looking good, man.
30 pounds.
And he's playing great. You know, even
moving the ball around.
When he's playing 6 side, he's running around. He's looking good. He is. Hey.
And they just the Militia. Opening kickoff, went in, scored a touchdown. Had to feel good about that, right?
Yes, they did. They went right down the field on them quickly. We thought, long day today for the Slugs.
Might be. But then the Slugs slowly gained control of the game.
Yep.
And they started putting some distance between themselves and Militia to a point where, once the Slugs took control, they're finishers. They know how to finish.
Yeah, they're a smart team, been in the league a long time. Smart guys, all of them. You know, they know how to play. They know how to wind the clock down. They know how to heat you up. And that's what they did.
And the Slugs were able to win without JT running his little route to the front end of the end zone.
Yeah, JT said for the first time.
He's out without a catch.
Without a catch in his career.
And he blamed Luigi. Luigi blamed him for that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Finally, Militia must have watched the tape, listened to us. The JT pass to the corner had it covered. They went to it once.
They took that away.
They took it away.
About the other 7 things. That
Yeah, but hey, what are you going to do? But somebody finally shut that play down. And JT held catchless.
Well,
all streaks must come to an end, right?
Slugs, congratulations again. You know, we talk about the All-Stars winning a ton of chips. These guys have won a few also.
Yeah, you know, really the only difference is Slugs only do fall. You know, these old guys can only do it once a year. At least, you know, All-Stars are doing both spring and fall. So,
the All-Stars
and winning turkey bowls, of course they won the turkey.
If there was a one-hand touch league, they'd probably get to that too.
Probably.
But well, let's get to that game. That was the Flag 6 championship game.
Yeah, a very good game.
Well, you know, it figured to be.
Yeah, of course.
Because you had 2 teams that could score.
Yep.
One of the teams was first in defense, the other team was third in defense.
Something like that, very close.
So, I mean, on paper, it was a very close matchup, but again, the All-Stars find a way. They find a way.
It was only a 1-point game, though. I mean, everyone, you know, on the board talking, they couldn't wait for Robbie to lose this game, though. You know what I mean? And that's what's horrible. But, as somebody pointed out on the board, they hung in there. They went down. You know, and we were talking about it at the very beginning of the game, like, here it comes, All-Stars. Blazers are just going to fold up like normal, you know, have a bad luck rate, not like normal. Sorry, I did not mean it like that. They're going to have that bad run, not get the chip. And they hung in there. It was a 1-point game.
Well,
you
it
know?
was like they
And
had-
stuck around. They stuck around. Every time you thought All-Stars went in and this game's over, they put it away, they came back. It started the second half with a great kickoff return by Barry.
Oh.
Great. That dude is
Electrifying.
fast. Holy
Yeah.
cow, that guy is
He
fast.
makes moves in the hole too, which I
Yeah, and great blocking on, especially on that play, man. They opened that hole up and it was.
He went right through. So I mean, I don't think that the Blazers could have played any better.
No.
Than they played in that game.
No, like I said, it was a 1-point game. That's what you want in a championship game against the two number ones in their division. Oh, actually, the All-Stars were number 2. Lightning came in first.
Who was that again?
The Lightning didn't finish first.
Hey, Mike.
But still, you know, these are the teams that should have been in there. And that's what we got. And we got a 1-point game. You can't ask for anything else.
I think really, if you're gonna capsulize this game and just try to put a finishing touch on it, it was the Blazers played their best, and they just basically maybe just ran out of time.
Yeah.
You don't know, if that game had another 5 minutes in it, you
Yeah.
don't know what would have happened.
True. It was a great game. It was a great game. It was
this is what they do. This is what they do.
They just outlasted.
They start a new
You're right.
streak with this chip. And the funny thing about it is I really didn't see the All-Stars do a lot of things that I haven't seen before.
Right.
Now,
Right.
I mean, you look at the guys that were really big in that game for them. Bobby Lane. A couple of really long catches and runs.
Yeah.
For Bobby Lane. I mean, it's hard to individualize a performance
Right.
when everybody contributes like that. I mean,
Right.
even Caesar
Yeah.
came up with 2 or 3
He's out
big
there
catches.
he always makes a couple big catches, in a game.
The forgotten guy.
Yeah.
Just everybody on the All-Stars competes.
Yes.
Izzy comes in and does the
He
thing
had a
that he does.
great game. Out of this.
So there's nothing else to say. There's no more adjectives we could
Yeah.
use to describe this game. So congratulations to the All-Stars. You guys start a new streak.
New streak.
I know they're taking the winter. Are they taking the winter off?
I don't know.
You know what's great about playing for the All-Stars? I mentioned to you this on the phone. This is great. If you play for the All-Stars, you never pay a league fee.
Yeah, well, they paid it this year. Or last year.
Well, they won it last year. Didn't have to pay this year.
Well, yeah,
They win a Turkey Bowl. That's another free entry. As a matter of fact, these guys have banked free entry. they're living off.
Yeah.
They're living off tournaments and victories from 2 or 3 seasons
hey, man,
ago.
that's the way to do it. You know?
Actually, She's finding a way to get them out of the league.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, these guys
So
are
once
going
again,
anywhere.
guys, congratulations. Great job. And
man.
whether we see you in the winter, we'll know we'll see you in the spring.
Definitely.
And once again, congratulations. And let's take a little pizza break.
Okay.
Huh?
Pizza break. Yeah.
Anthony Franco's
I like
pizza
it.
instead of steaks. We'll be right back.
Here at Anthony Franco's, we take our food preparation very seriously. With the freshest ingredients delivered daily from the markets at Hunts Point and the finest pasta from one of Brooklyn's oldest pasta houses, we have a large variety of specialty pizzas, pastas, and sandwiches, along with a cozy dining area for your special events. With 2 great locations, 556 Route 17 North, Paramus, and 128 East Main Street, Ramsey. Call 201-447-3999 in Paramus and 201-238-8000 in Ramsey. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, free delivery.
Well, Mike, we got the 2 championship games out of the way. Not out of the way, but we talked about them and we looked at, and we had 2 real good semifinal Flag 8 games.
Yep.
We got to see one of them live.
Right.
Tom captured the other
Yep,
one
out at Waddesing.
at Waddesing Park, and let's start with that one,
Okay.
Queens and the Allegre Giants. And whoever said extra points don't mean anything, got to find another
Yeah,
job.
go talk to the Giants.
Yeah, because that's really basically all it was.
That's all it
I
was.
call this game a stalemate.
Yeah.
Extra points were the difference. And
Yeah.
You know, that's the difference of having a Brad chop kick on your team.
It really was. I mean, they missed one, but, 2018. They had to go for two at the end of the game, and they just missed it, you know?
And it would have been, and both teams played really well. Wally played well.
Oh, yeah.
Pete
Did you
played
expect really anything? I mean, both these teams, I know the Giants are kind of a new team, but all these guys have been around, you know, on different teams.
Well, they know how to,
You know,
they know how to
this
bring it
isn't
when
fresh
they
to
have
them.
it. Yeah.
This isn't fresh to them. They all came over from the A, and here they are. You know?
Yeah.
And they played a great game. But the Canes right now, they're rolling since last year, probably the middle of the spring season last year, where they were, what were they, 0-4,
yeah.
and they just rolled, and they haven't lost a game since. They haven't lost a game since.
Talk about getting your second win.
Yeah, these
I
old
mean,
guys.
Wally looked very good on Sunday based on the film.
Right.
And Pete looked good. Both O-lines played well. Both D-lines played well. The score was 2018.
Yeah, I mean,
So it wasn't a ton of points scored in this game.
it's, again, it's what you want in your playoffs. That's what you want in your finals. You want these. You don't want big blowouts. That's what fun is that?
You're
What fun is that?
not
'Cause,
going to get big blowouts.
yeah, any
because
team
these
can get
are
blown
very
out.
close.
You know, me and you could go out there and get blown out.
Yeah, and
So
how-
what good? Yeah. So what good is that? So these are, again, these were the teams that should have been there.
Well,
you know.
you talk about the Ugly Giants for 1 second. They had a real rough middle of the season, regular season. They really
Yes,
looked
they
like
did.
they couldn't get out of their own way.
Right. Yep. They were
And,
having. Right. Weren't they having some personnel issues?
Yeah. But I mean, Bub and Pete, and they kept it together.
Kept it together. Yeah.
And they got their team to play well when it counted the most, and again, just
Yep.
come up 2 points short of a final.
Yeah. Well, they come out of the 4th seed, I believe.
Yeah,
So.
that's a good season.
That's a good season. You come out and you're in the playoffs,
Semifinal
semifinals. I
game.
mean,
So I'm sure that they'll be back in the spring.
believe
I don't
so.
know. There's no flag 8 in the winter.
right.
There's
We'll
just
see what
Tuck and
happens.
Flag 6.
I hope they
see 'em
keep
coming
this
back. This group
just
together.
one. I'm just saying, as a flag league, I hope they keep this as just
You know,
an 8
I
or a
don't
9
think-
and not separate.
I don't think they have any choice at this point. I mean, you heard
Right.
some people cracking about how it's basically an all-A final, and
Well,
but during the regular season, the so-called B teams did knock off a few of the A teams.
They did, yes, they did.
And,
And
you
that's
give
what's
credit.
good. Let's get this. Get the league better. Don't separate these guys. Let them play. If you want to beat the Canes, you don't want to hear people talking about you. If you were a traditional B team, you don't want to hear people talking crap about, oh, the A's better.
Go out
Step
and
it
get
up.
that,
Now you guys can play against each other. Get up there and beat them. I mean, the Hawkeyes were right in there. The Goons were right in there. So, and those are perennial B teams, perennial B flag teams that are always up at the top. So keep it going.
And a majority
Make
of
it
B
better.
teams now know they can step on the field with a quote
Yes, they
A
can.
team
Yeah.
and compete.
Look, I mean, the Trojans came on at the end, I know we got real down on them. I got a nice email from one of their guys, and he was saying, with their quarterback not being there coaching youth, awesome coaching the kids, how to learn how to play the game. Once that season was over and he was back, that's when they started making that run. They got in from that 7 or 8, or what was that, 7 or 6 seed. Boom, they're in the quarterfinals playing against the Canes, and they hung with the Canes.
They did.
This is a team now. Hopefully, this team comes back in the spring. Their quarterback doesn't have to coach or anything. So there's another team that could be on the rise. I still think the Wolfgang could come back
Wolfgang's
up.
on the improvement.
They are on the improvement. So I'm looking forward to the spring already.
It's
We're not
gonna
even
be-
done with the fall.
Yeah, we're not quite done with the fall, but it's going to be a short winter, Mike. It's,
It is.
The winter season starts next week. We don't film
Right.
during the winter season
Thank
because of the
goodness.
lack. We take a little time off.
Yeah.
But that's going to fly by because once we hit New Year's, March is
Boom, boom, boom.
right there.
Yeah.
So
Right there, boom,
we're gonna take another break now before we get back to our second I called it an A. Flag 8 semifinal game, which there are some points to talk about, and we're gonna debate it back and forth. We're gonna let you guys out there get involved when you see the show. We want you to definitely email us and tell us what you think. So we'll be right back. Now let's go have some steaks.
All right.
Steve Sizzlers, right back.
As restaurants come and go, it is rare to find an establishment like Steve's Sizzling Steaks. Steve's has focused on excellent food, comfortable ambiance, and a friendly staff. Times sure have changed since Steve's first opened their doors, but what hasn't changed is the family atmosphere that makes Steve's so special. Open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Located at 620 Route 17 South in Carlstadt, New Jersey, or call 201-438-9677 for your reservation.
All right, Mike, so we said that the second, well, actually it wasn't the second game, it was actually going on at the same time pretty much.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
So we had the Diablos, who were going against the All-Stars again. This is a game we've seen before.
Yeah, they played earlier in the year. I think All-Stars won by 2 points.
Yeah, and we
something
knew,
like that.
And we knew that this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now, I tell you what, I was extremely surprised. The All-Stars took about 14-0 in this.
Oh yeah, they controlled it.
I mean, they went up and down the field 2 times.
Yeah, Justin throwing 2 interceptions, 1 in the end zone.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a good recipe for anybody. So yeah, I thought this, and I'll tell you, it kind of felt. I don't know if these 2 teams are.
I mean, I was waiting and watching the game.
Right.
When the All-Stars got their second touchdown, I said, you know what? This is 1 score away from being this game. Because I don't think the All-Stars, if they ever were to get more than a 14-point lead, I don't think
They wouldn't have given up. I don't think.
they would have lost.
No, they wouldn't have. No.
I don't think they would have lost. But the Diablos stepped up the D
Yes, they
and
did.
just like held them there, kind of like a middle relief pitcher.
Yeah, chip, and just weared it down, warmed down, got those scores, and went into overtime. I mean, it went into overtime.
And that's what brings us to what turned out to be a very, I don't know, I don't want to say controversial play, a questionable play, but you were going to express mine, you're going to express yours.
All right.
Okay, so now the Diablos kick a field goal to go ahead.
Yep.
All-Stars get the ball, and they are now looking, they're in a position on 4th down to attempt to kick the tying field goal.
Right.
Or
Or
extend the overtime or go for the win. They choose to go for...
Which I was very surprised at. You know, I can understand maybe going for the win, second overtime, something like that. I was surprised that they went for it. They got a great kicker. You know, just kind of extend it 1 more series at least.
You remember in the spring, there was a play where I think it was the Taxi Blazers could have gone for 1 and the tie. You remember that game? Was it that game?
Right. Yeah, I believe so.
And I asked Titano his opinion at the field, and he said, no, I always go for the win.
He went for it today. Okay,
And
man.
so I was not surprised when he went for the win, because that's the way they play.
That is true.
Now, the play itself, and you guys have seen the replay of this.
Sure, you've heard about it.
You've heard about it.
Yeah.
We have the ability to break it down frame by frame here in the studio. And, I mean, I'm going to tell you what I think I saw. Mike will tell you what he thinks he saw. And then you guys definitely chime in on it, because...
I'm sure you will.
This is, look, when it decides a semifinal game...
I know, I'm just saying, you know.
So I'm going to
everyone
start,
likes to
first of all,
chime in.
I'm just going to start with breaking down the play itself. Now, there are a lot of ambiguous things that are attached to rules. For instance, possession, football move, holding the ball in the end zone. How long do you have to before it's called a completed catch? So there's a lot of stuff that goes on there that definitely is in the hands of the official.
Right.
In terms of deciding.
Right.
And that official doesn't have replay.
Nope.
And by the way, at the end of this, we're going to propose something to you guys, and we want to hear your thoughts on it. But the ref has to make a snap decision.
Right.
Now, I'm going to tell you that when I looked at the film, I thought the ref was in the absolute right position.
Oh, yes, he was.
I
Right there
thought
on
he
the
was
line.
in a perfect position.
Yep.
He was 5 yards away from the plate, looking right at the play.
Yep.
At the point of where the receiver looks like he's made the reception.
Right.
Okay, now again, here we go back to that possession thing.
Right.
Did he have possession of the ball? Okay, forget about the both feet on the ground, because I think he did.
Right, yes.
Okay, now, when he looks like he's gaining possession, he turns to the inside part of the end zone.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Now, the ref is standing on the out-of-bounds side, right about the touchdown marker.
Okay.
Good? I mean, you with me so far?
Yeah, sure am.
Okay, so now the ref sees the ball coming into the receiver, and as it's coming in, he's pulling it and turning this way.
Right.
All right? So now, if I'm the ref and I got a receiver like this, you don't have a clear sight of where that ball is. You don't know where possession is or not. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't have possession.
Right.
I'm just saying that the referee could not determine it. Now he sees Laguna flying in from an angle that he could see him coming.
Right.
All right? Next thing he sees, the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
So in a snap decision, his decision was that the receiver had not gained control of the ball, and Laguna had made a play on the ball prior to possession. That's what the ref saw. And you know what? I mean, I can actually believe what he's saying based on the angle that he was looking at the play.
Okay.
And a receiver, if he had indeed caught the ball, didn't have to move.
Right.
He was in the end zone. All he had to do was pull it in and stand still.
Tuck it in.
And tuck it in. But with him making that move away from the ref, it took the angle away to see possession for the ref. So if he did catch it, it was just a real tough, horrible break.
Right.
You know, and if he did not have possession, then it was a good play by the defense. Either way, somebody's going to lose.
Either way, yeah. Someone was losing on that play. That was it. That was the last play. Catch it.
And it's a shame that it has to come down to a last play like that.
Right.
Something that is a little cloudy, is a little foggy. And I'm not defending the ref. I'm not defending the receiver. I'm just saying that based on the angle of the play, it made it very, very tough to see.
Yeah, it did.
So go ahead.
I think
Tell me where I'm wrong.
when we broke it down, I don't think if you really said if you thought it was a catch or not. But you see it when we broke it down and we were looking at it. He has his hands here, pulls it into his body. Now it's already pulled in.
Now you're saying it's pulled into his body before he starts
to turn. It's in, starts to turn. Laguna comes in, makes a play on the ball. Not on to go for a flag, not to do anything. He's hitting for the ball. If there's no strip
he's
rule,
in the end zone.
But if there's
What
no
do you
strip
supply the flag
rule,
if he's in the
if
end
there's
zone?
no strip rule, you can't strip in the league. I don't know. I gotta say, it looked like he had both feet, hands, body, then a turn.
So then it becomes again that matter of did he have possession or not?
Right.
So I guess in the referee's judgment, he did not see full possession when the man went into the turn.
I mean, even when we slowed it down. Frame.
Guys, let me tell you
frame.
something. We looked at this frame at a time, like you
You
said.
know, we looked at it in real time.
yeah.
I mean, it looked like there was enough time for him to catch it, pull it in with a spin. You know, I don't know. I thought it was a catch. I think it should have been.
I tell you something. I love reffing in this league. I have a lot of fun doing it.
It's tough, man. It's a tough
I
thing.
would not. Eric, good ref. He's one of the better refs. He's a ref that you guys ask for him in playoff games. From what I hear, you guys ask for Eric. You got to have Eric on the field. So you got to live with his call. And I believe that he really made the call he thought he saw. I don't think he guessed.
Maybe, I don't know, because once it was over, I kind of was packing up and getting out of there. I don't know if they talked with the other refs, maybe saw what they saw. I don't know. To me, even from where I was up there when it happened live, I thought.
Eric was the only ref with a good angle. He was the only ref with a good angle, and if that's what he saw, if he saw the guy not have clear possession when he turned around, and sees the ball on the ground, I don't know. I don't see how we could have made any other call.
I just think
if that's what happened.
I mean, if it's, just like there's the talks in the NFL about it too. If it's happening in the field of play, that's a different thing. You got to make that possession. You got to make that turn. You got to establish yourself. If you're in the end zone and all you got to do is get that ball over the line, catch to your chest, that's pretty much possession.
Now you see, but that's the unclear thing, Mike.
But that's not.
How long do you have to possess the ball for?
Right. I hear you.
Like when you catch the ball, if your feet are on the ground, to me, that's a touchdown. You're in the end zone. You don't have to make a football.
That's what I'm saying. He had it.
You're in the end zone.
2 hands on the ball. It wasn't a bobble. It was 2 hands to his chest, and that's enough time to go boom, boom, boom.
If the receiver then if what you're saying is true,
right?
If the receiver, in your opinion, had possession, then all he had to do was stand still.
I understand that.
Yeah, all he had to do was stand still. So again, you're in a game. You're in a heat of battle. I mean, maybe the guy didn't realize he was even in the end. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, because he turned like he wanted to run.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. If he turned because he thought he wasn't in there, he was in there. And it was a hit to the ball. It wasn't a hit. It wasn't reaching out for the ball. It was for his hands. It came here, man. We slowed it down. You saw it. His hands went right for his hands to knock that ball out.
Well,
That, to me, would be a strip, especially if you have it against your body. If possession isn't holding that ball against your body,
Right.
then I don't know what possession is.
Okay.
What do you got to do? Stuff it under your shirt and do it like that?
But that's what I'm talking about. You see, one Mississippi, two Mississippi,
know.
that's possession? You don't know. This is why we're going to put something out to you. Mike is going to go on the board tonight, and he's going to put a yes or no vote for this.
Okay.
Should there be, now because we film all semifinal and final games,
Right.
should there be one challenge per half
Okay.
on the video, on a contract? One challenge per half.
Yeah.
The refs will look at the video.
Let the refs, I ain't going to.
No. The refs will
did
look
that
at the
once.
video, and if there is enough evidence to overturn a call,
There you
they'll
go.
overturn it. Now, I understand that you can't do it during the regular season
Right.
because we don't film
We
every
don't film
game.
every game, and you're not
But
going
we
to
do film every semifinal game
Yeah, maybe semifinal and final.
and final. Yeah, do it for those two, and you don't lose a timeout. You just get one challenge a half.
Right.
And that definitely, I believe.
It should
would-
even
would
be
count.
more up to on the refs thing. If they're like, oh, okay, maybe, what did you see, we're not too sure, let's look. Because then teams are going to just constantly be like, challenge.
Well, no, the team-
They do it now, they yell up to me all the time.
listen-
Did you get that? Do you see
No,
it?
hold on. No. The teams have the right to ask for a challenge once
Right,
every
okay.
half. That's the idea.
One
The ref
challenge.
might be wrong.
Right.
So I'm going to challenge it. I want to see it on the camera. I want you guys to see it on the camera. One challenge a half. It won't take long.
No.
It won't take long.
It won't
And
take
I
long.
think, and you know what? In this case,
Maybe.
it might have solved.
Maybe.
It might have helped solve something.
Maybe.
But at any rate, so we're getting off that now. The congratulations to the Diablos.
And now it's prediction
And
time.
now it's prediction time. Canes Diablos.
What do you got?
I have the Diablos by 3.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going with the Canes. I think the Canes are going to handle this at like a 10-pointer. Like, I think the
Wait a
Canes
minute.
are
You want to
moving
win
nice.
10 points? I'll take that.
Oh, I ain't well, you're saying by 3 this time.
I said
I'm just
the
saying.
Diablos
I ain't laying 10
are favored
points.
by 3, in my opinion.
Okay.
A field goal.
Really?
A field goal. Field goal favorite.
Field goal with Brad as a kicker? Really?
Giving 3 points.
I know.
Diablos are giving.
All right.
Pomo didn't do anything in the game, really.
No.
Okay. I don't think the Diablos, I don't want to say they didn't look fresh or they didn't
Right.
look good. Basically, except for the overtime. Well, no, give them the credit. They came back from a 14-point deficit.
Yeah.
But I just think that the Diablos could play better. They could play better than they played last Sunday.
I don't know, man. The couple games I've seen with them,
Now, I don't know if our defense probably had something to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's they're just like, like the talk of Robinson Cano. Is he lazy or is he just smooth and he's good at it? That's how I feel about when I watch the Diablos. I'm not overwhelmed by them, but you know what? They do some amazing things. I'm not saying
They were not overwhelming this
But you
season.
know what? Like just a couple games that I've seen them, it's like, man, but wow, they're still winning. They're still putting up these big plays, and they're still doing this, and they're making it look very easy, almost effortless for that. So I don't know. Maybe my mind's playing tricks on me, but
Well, it's
I'm
gonna-
not going
it's
to
gonna be a
Canes in
great
this,
game
man.
to watch.
I think
It's
the
gonna be a
Canes.
good game to
I think the
watch.
Canes are going to.
Oh, by the way, what do you think of that stadium announcer last Sunday?
It was all right.
Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah,
They heard him 3 fields away.
I know they did. They can hear you 3 fields away even without.
Well, anyway, we're going to
Anywho.
see you next Sunday. Game
Yeah,
time.
come on out to the
9
game,
o'clock.
guys. Let's
And let's get some
support everybody.
Pass and kick people out
There we go. Yeah, that
please.
too,
I want to give away. We want to give away the money.
Yeah, we want to give away the money. We
Guys
wanna
say
give
you
away
get
the
nothing
state's
for
money.
free. We're giving you something for free. Ask O'Connell if he had a great time.
There you go.
All right. So from Mike McSee, Joey B, this is it.
All right.
The winner the winner of tomorrow's game we'll talk about in our first show in the spring.
All right then.
I
like it.
Good luck to both teams, and thank you for viewing.
Yeah.
I want to thank the league once again for being what they are. You guys are the league.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Also, because of you guys, we have an international following. I know a lot of you guys don't believe it, but McCarthy
That's
never
true.
lies.
I
And we have as far east as how far?
don't know. We get some Indonesia, some Brazil, some everywhere.
That's south.
Well, no, that's that way.
All
Or
right.
this is that
Anyhow, thank
that
you.
way? This
Our sponsors
west.
that pay to have their ads run every week.
Thank them. Thank
and
you.
thank you for
everyone.
you guys for going to them for things.
Yes.
I mean, we hear People go in there to the pizzerias and they say, hey, we watch you, the golf course.
There you go.
The meadow. And by the way, you can play golf this Saturday.
Yeah.
You'll see me out there because
my gosh, yes.
it's going to be 65 degrees Sunday.
Thank goodness.
And game day is 63.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, Mike, you'll be up in a crow's nest maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I may be on the field filming. I might get Tommy up in the top.
Oh,
and I
that's
might
right.
just
Well,
stay
we're
on
going
the
to
field
have
this
to be
time.
2 camera coverage.
Yeah, we're going to have the 2 camera coverage this week.
And again, enjoy it. Thank you. And we'll see you in the spring. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Everybody stay safe.
Are you in need of a new haircut? Tired of the same barbershop? Come to Sal's Barber Exclusive for our family experience. We have 45 years of business experience in haircutting. We offer the basic hair trimmings as well as stylings. No reservations, walk-ins only. Come on in and see Denise, Monica, and Sal. The number's 201-327-7037. 6 Church Street in Ramsey on the corner of Main and Church. Our hours are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 to 6. Thursdays, 8:30 to 7:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 5. Closed on Mondays and Sundays. Come to Sal's Barber Exclusive.